YouTube, this is not Asia.
You're gonna be cut out of my video.
Got a tech in my eye.
Can you get out of my video, please? Guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are back with another video. And in today's video, I'll be telling a story time. And this is my first ever story time. I want to thank you for all my supporters, all my subscribers. Thank you for everyone who has been helping me this past week. But I just want to say thank you. And today's story time will be about my first relationship, which was just any good. You guys just need to wait to get in like high school. And thank everyone who's helping me out, subscribing to me, watching my videos, just helping me. And we are on our road to 100. And I believe we can get 100 subscribers by the end of this month. We should be able to, because it's February the 8th, and we should honestly be able to do that. To the story. Okay, guys, so please, disclaimer, do not judge me. I was not into this boy. I did not do nothing with this boy. I just wanted a boyfriend because everyone else had it. Like, yeah, so disclaimer, I was too young. I was too young to have a boyfriend. I was in 5th grade. I didn't even know about I was learning about the Great Depression and stuff like that. I shouldn't have had a boyfriend. But anyways, so my first boyfriend, we're gonna give him a code name. His name was I know his name. I'm just saying his name, because what if he watched this video?
So his name was Marquez.
His name was, we're gonna give him a fake name. His name was Joe. So I'm not calling any of my friends' name in this video because they probably watch these videos, because I did subscribe to a lot of names on my phone. But my old best friend, which we are still close, but my old best friend, we're gonna call her Dynamite. And my cousin, she probably know Dynamite, Peanut Butter, and Joe. So I told Dynamite, my best friend, that I had a crush on Joe. And this was when he first came to the schoolhouse. He first came out of school, he was new. And I told her that I had a crush on Joe. And then, anyways, I told Dynamite that I had a crush on Joe. And then Joe. And then I also told Peanut Butter I had a crush on Joe. And so at this point, they knew. And then I said it out loud in front of everybody. So then there was this other girl in the other grade. Some of the, because I was in 5th grade, so some of the 6th graders found out about it. And then so when we got in, because we used to have to go in the gym in the morning. So in the morning times, we go in the gym. And we go in the gym and we sit there in the morning till like all the teachers come. Then they let us go. Well, most teachers come. Then they let us go down the hallway. So if you come early, because school starts at 8:30. So at 8 o'clock, they let you go in the classroom. Then 8:30 is that little bit of time that you get to like socialize, but that you used to get to socialize. But now at our school, that little 30 minutes is now called enrichment. When it used to be socializing time. But, well, it wasn't really socializing time. It was just a little bit of time, extra time that we had. But now it's just enrichment. So we were doing that socializing time, and we was in the gym. A girl came up to me and she was like, she asked me did I like him, and I was like, yeah. And then she was like, I'm gonna ask him, do he want to date you? And I was like, well, okay. And I was kind of scared. And then that's when he came back and told her that he would date me, or either told me he would figure out, or he would see if he wanted to date me by lunchtime. I was like, oh, I'm not gonna have a boyfriend. That's why would he make me wait? If she asked him did he like me, why would he? But then so I was like, okay. So when we got in lunch, nobody came up to me. Then when we got in, we went outside for recess, because we go after lunch, you go to recess. That's how it always been for me. After lunch, you go to recess. But now they have the 5th, 6th grade schedule so different. But when I was in 5th grade, I went to lunch, then recess. So we went to lunch, then recess. When we were outside, another girl came up to me and she was like, Joe said, do you want to date? And I was just like, my heart just started beating. Because like no boy ever asked me out. And so I was like, yeah. And then so I was like, oh my God. I don't even know how you look at it. Maybe he wasn't ugly. I don't know. Maybe he wasn't ugly. I don't know. I don't remember how he looked. I was in 5th grade. I'm in 8th grade now. 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 4 years old. But it was like the beginning of 5th grade year. And then so we just began talking to each other. We wasn't even really talking, like for like a whole, not like a whole month, but like for a whole 3 weeks we didn't even talk to each other. We hugged one time outside because everybody kept pushing me and I just was getting so aggravated, but everybody kept pushing me, and so I just finally hugged him just so that they could leave me alone. And they did leave me alone, but then they tried to get me to hug him again. They tried to get me to hug him again. They tried to get me to hug him again that same day, and I was like, no, you just gotta hug, that's stupid. And then so that's when they was like, well, okay, it's whatever. And then so after that we went to 2 weeks went by, we didn't talk. He came up to me and he was like, hey, and like this was my first time, like my actual first time hearing his voice. This is my first, after 2 weeks, you guys, it was my first time hearing his voice, my first time actually talking to him, my first time even being, like, besides the hug, my first time being directly next to Joe. And my friend Dynamite, she would always tell me, you need to talk to him. What's wrong with talking to him? And she always tried to get me to talk to him. But I would never talk to him because, like, I was scared. And so I never talked to him. And then, so when he came up to me and he was like, hey, he kind of scared me because his voice was like really deep. To be a 6th grader, he had like a very deep voice. And now that I think about it, he was tall to be in 6th grade too. So this dude probably could have been a 7th or 8th grader at the time that flunked. I don't know. But he was very older. He was very old looking. Like, he was just so old. And I will show y'all a picture of me when I was in 5th grade. I'm gonna try to put it on the screen if I got one of me when I was in 5th grade. If not, I'm gonna show y'all me when I was in 4th grade and I looked the same. It's just I had a different hairstyle. But he looked so much older than me. So his voice was so deep, so I was kind of like scared. He was like, you scared? And I was like, no. And that's when he was like, can I write down your kick and I'm gonna give you my number. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna write down my kick and give him my number. So I wrote down my kick and he wrote down his number on the same paper. And then I wrote down my kick like on his hand or something. And so it was a Friday, so it was over the weekend. So that Friday night I went to a football game. He didn't go to football games, and he told me to call him that Friday night, and he told me to take some off kick that Friday night also. But I didn't because, like, first of all, my phone wasn't on. I had a Nokia and my phone wasn't on, and so his phone wasn't on either. He gave me his house phone number. So his brother, and when I was asking my brothers, his brother used to act, I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, this dude used to act so gay. Like, he used to act beyond gay, and he used to like be like, hey Melinda, laughing up in my face. But he had a white girlfriend. Her name was I don't know if I should say her name, but her name was Allison. So he had a white girlfriend, not trying to be racist or anything. He had a white girlfriend, and he was like, he just acts so gay. I never met a dude, a straight boy, who talks so soft. And so he didn't act nothing like his brother. His brother was tall, brown skin, had a boosie fade, I think that's what it's called, but his was a little taller. Had something. He liked wearing plaid shirts. I felt like he wore the same clothes over and over again. He had like 2 or 3. We would wear plaid shirts, like, and yeah, it was just weird. And so that's it. That Friday, I didn't give him my number. Y'all, I'm all over the place with this story. But that Friday, I didn't call him. I didn't add him a kick or anything. I was just like, I'll do it tomorrow. So that Friday night, I went to the game. I enjoyed myself. And he didn't add me back. He didn't add me on kick either. So I was like, why would I sit here and add him on my kick? And he didn't add me on kick yet. So I was kind of waiting. Then I told my sister, Naisha, I told her about him. And she was like, oh, call him. And I was like, no. And she was like, yeah, just go call him. It's nothing. Just call him. And she was like, I was like, no, I'm not calling him. He ain't calling me. She went and got the house phone. And she brought the house phone to me. She was like, where's the number? And so I gave her the number and she called him. She put him on speaker. His mom answered the phone. And then she was like, hey, may I speak to Joe? And she was like, his mom was like, yeah. And she was like, Joe, some little girl wants you.
Undercover.